Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel Soleil's Life. Let's begin by showing you the pattern pieces that I'm going to be working with today. First we have the front. It's 2 pieces. This front piece could also be, you could cut it on a fold also. You don't need to leave it open. It's just a matter of preference. So it's 2 pieces for the front and the liners for the neckline and the liner for the shoulder armhole. Next we have the back section, 2 pieces and the liner for the top, back top. So that's the upper shoulder back. This is going to be the liner for both sides. I also have one strap piece and another strap piece. One of the strap makes the closure to the back, the other strap is to go to the bottom or the underwaist of the front top, all the way around to the back. Also, there's 2 straps that goes from the front bust area to the back top of the strap. So this will be the straps for the top. This will be the strap for the waistline, and this is going to be the strap that makes the bow to the back. So those are the pieces that I will be working with. So let's begin. To begin, I'm going to be stitching the liner to the top. Also, I'm going to be closing the front section. So there's a seam allowance. I'm just going to go stitch all the way across. So to begin, I'm going to turn the front top, right side facing each other, and I'm going to stitch all along the front middle to join it together. So when I'm stitching that, it's going to be one piece. So if you already cut it on a fold, there's no need to do this part. Also, after the neckline is stitched, the front, this is going to be the liner for the neckline. This is going to be the liner from the neckline to the underarm. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the liner, stitch all the way over. I'm going to place a dot to the front. To the front of the top, I'm going to place a dart on both sides, and I'm going to place a waist dart also. So I'm going to make both dots on each side. I'm going to stitch the liner down from the neckline to the underarm on both sides, and I'm also going to stitch the liner for the neckline. So that's going to be done on the front section of the top. Next, I have the 2 back sections. I'm going to go ahead and stitch the liner only to the front, the back top. The top part of the top is where I'm going to stitch the bottom part I'm not gonna stitch the liner there because it's gonna have a band all the way around. So this is the liner for the back. It's gonna be stitched on both sides. Also, for the front of the top, and this is the front of the top, it's gonna have a strap. So when I'm stitching the liner on to the top, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place the strap in there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and place the liner. So the liner is gonna be laid there also, and I'm gonna stitch the straps. So the liners on both the front and the back is what I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna go ahead, stitch the liners, and also put the strap onto the front section, and then I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Here we have the top front, the darts sewn on. I sewed the waist darts and the bust darts and the straps and the liner. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a band on the waist, and I'm just going to stitch it down, seam allowance, all the way across. After I've done stitching the band all the way across, I'm going to place one side of the waist, line it up with the waist and the underarm, and I'm just going to stitch it down. So it's gonna go like this. I'm just going to stitch down there. The other side, I'm going to line it up, and I'm just going to stitch straight down. So I'm going to go ahead, stitch the band, attach the band onto the waist. I'm going to stitch the sides, and then I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Here we have the top with the band sewn onto the waist, and I sewn the back onto the front, so which means I joined the top together, back and the front, the straps and the darts. This is the front section of the top, and this is the back of the top. The closure, I just bend it over 1/2 inch, stitched it down, and run a strap through it. So you could either do it this way, you could put button holes and buttons, or you could do hook and eye. It's only a preference as far as the closure. So here we have the finished up.